Have you ever accomplished something you were proud of, only to hear someone say, "Must be nice"? Don't let it go to your head. Don't forget where you came from. Those aren't compliments. They're red flags, because jealous people don't always show it with silence or stares. They often reveal it in the words they say. And in today's video, we're breaking down the exact phrases that jealous people use to try and bring you down, and how to rise above it all with confidence, clarity, and power. This isn't just about spotting haters. This is about protecting your peace, owning your greatness, and living unapologetically. Let's dive in. Before we get to the exact phrases jealous people say, you have to understand one thing. Jealousy is not about you. It's about them. Their insecurity, their pain, their fear that they're not good enough, and that your light makes their darkness feel bigger. Jealousy comes from comparison. When people see you doing what they wish they could, being who they're afraid to be, or achieving what they never believed was possible, it triggers something in them. But here's the thing. They won't say, "Wow, I wish I had your courage." They won't say, "You inspire me to go for more." Instead, they'll say things that sound like advice, shade, concern, or even jokes, but they all carry the same energy. Resentment. So let's expose it. Let's decode the words of jealousy and remind ourselves of our power. 1. Must be nice. The first classic phrase is, "Must be nice." You tell someone about a new job, a vacation, or something you've worked hard for, and they hit you with, "Must be nice." It sounds simple, but it's loaded. Must be nice doesn't celebrate your success. It reduces it. It implies that your blessings are undeserved or handed to you. What they're really saying is, "I don't think you earned that. I'm upset it's not me." But here's the truth. What they call luck is usually sacrifice. What they call easy is usually grit behind the scenes. Never apologize for your blessings. You don't owe anyone a struggle story to validate your success. You worked for it. You grew into it. You earned it. Period. 2. Don't get a big head. Next up, don't let it go to your head. Or the classic, don't get cocky. Let's be clear. Confidence isn't cocky. Pride in your progress isn't arrogance. Jealous people say this when they see you glowing. And they don't know how to handle it. They're uncomfortable with you owning your worth, so they try to shrink you. Why? Because when you rise, they feel smaller. And instead of rising with you, they'd rather pull you back down. But don't you dare dim your light to make someone else feel comfortable in their shadows. Own your growth, celebrate yourself, and remember, real ones will cheer you on. Fake ones will try to humble you. Let them talk. You've got bigger things to do. 3. You've changed. Here's a big one. You've changed. Now sometimes this can be a compliment, but when it comes from jealous people, it's a weapon. You've changed is often code for, "You're not staying small and predictable like I wanted you to. You're outgrowing the version of you that I could control or feel superior to." Growth is change. Healing is change. Success, confidence, boundaries. All of it requires change. So when they say, "You've changed," smile, because that means you're evolving, and evolution scares the people who are staying stuck. Keep going. You weren't born to stay the same. You were born to rise. 4. You think you're better than us. This is a classic guilt trip. You think you're better than us. Translation: You're doing something different, and I don't understand it. You've chosen a path that makes me question my own. But here's the truth. Growth doesn't mean superiority. Wanting more for your life doesn't mean you're looking down on others. Jealous people project their own feelings of inadequacy onto you. And when they feel left behind, they'll try to shame you into staying small. But you're not better. You're just braver. Braver to leave toxic cycles. Braver to invest in yourself. Braver to dream out loud. And for that you should be proud. Don't fall for their guilt. Their shame is not yours to carry. 5. It won't last. Next up. Let's see how long that lasts. Or, that's just a phase. This is subtle sabotage. They can't openly celebrate you, so they try to undermine your progress. They don't believe in their own ability to grow, so they doubt yours. When people say, it won't last, what they're really saying is, I'm afraid you'll succeed beyond what I can handle. I need you to fail, so I can feel safe again. But you're not a phase. You're not a fluke. You're the real deal. And the only expiration date on your success is the one you believe in. So keep building. Keep thriving. Let your consistency speak louder than their skepticism. 6. I heard you're doing. Another jealous move is the sneak attack. I heard you're doing that thing now. They don't ask, they gossip. They speak about you with curiosity laced in condescension. They'll say it like a joke. They'll laugh behind your back. They'll downplay your goals with a smirk. But pay attention, because anyone who mocks your mission isn't meant to walk your path. They're not laughing at you. They're laughing to distract from their own lack of courage. Keep moving, because the same people who talk behind your back today will be the ones acting like they supported you from day one tomorrow. Let them talk. You're busy building something real. 7. It's not that impressive. Here's another phrase full of envy. It's not that impressive. Or, anyone could have done that. This is deflection. They try to devalue what you've done to make themselves feel better. But ask yourself, if anyone could have done it, why didn't they? Why didn't everyone? The answer is simple. Because it takes courage to start. It takes discipline to keep going. It takes vision to become someone new. Jealousy tries to pretend your greatness is average. But deep down, they know the truth. They just don't want to admit it. So take it as a compliment in disguise. Because if it really wasn't impressive, they wouldn't be talking about it. 8. You got lucky. One of the most dismissive things a jealous person can say is, you just got lucky. Luck, as if all the late nights, hard choices, discipline, and personal growth didn't count. But jealous people use the word luck to ignore the work. Because if they acknowledged your effort, they'd have to confront their own excuses. So they call it luck. They call it timing. They call it coincidence. But let them talk. Because when preparation meets opportunity, it looks like luck to the untrained eye. You don't need to justify your blessings. You just need to keep showing up. Keep earning it. And let the results speak louder than their doubts. 9. You should be careful. This one comes disguised as concern. You should be careful. You're going too fast. Don't get your hopes up. Now, wisdom matters, but jealous people aren't giving you wisdom. They're planting fear. They see your boldness and they try to inject hesitation, not because they want you safe, but because they want you small. Don't let fear, dressed as advice, stop you. Not every concerned friend is a real friend. Trust your gut. You weren't given a vision just to play it safe. You were given a fire, and it's meant to burn bright. So why do jealous people always say these things? Because deep down, they feel trapped by their own doubt, their own fear, their own refusal to change, and when they see you break the mold, it terrifies them, because it proves that it's possible. You becoming better threatens the lies they tell themselves. You succeeding reminds them that they've settled. So instead of rising with you, they try to pull you down with words. But remember, their words are not your truth. Their doubt is not your destiny. Their opinion is not your reality. So what do you do when you hear these jealous phrases? First, recognize them. See them for what they are: projections, not reflections. Second, don't engage. You don't have to defend your glow. You don't have to explain your path. Third, keep shining. Your light is a mirror. Some will see inspiration, some will see insecurity. Neither changes your purpose. And lastly, bless and release. Don't hold bitterness. Just keep rising. Let them talk. You're walking your path. Let them whisper. You're writing history. Jealous people always say the same things, because deep down, they're afraid of the same thing, that they'll never become what you're becoming. But you're not here to stay small. You're here to evolve, to shine, to build, to rise. Don't let the noise of envy silence your greatness. Don't let their small minds block your big dreams. You don't have to shrink for anyone. You don't have to apologize for success. You don't have to play small to make others feel safe. You are allowed to be bold. You are allowed to win. You are allowed to be unapologetically powerful. So keep going. They'll talk, and you'll thrive.